Hello all, my name is Ramakrishna Ayuru. My qualification is MTech Computer Science and Engineering, and my email address is ramakrishna.ayuru@gmail.com. The main aim of this video is for group discussion FAQs part 2. FAQs, are all you aware of that FAQs? FAQs are frequently asked questions. In part 2, the first question is, are we expected to stick to the normally accepted line of thought, or can we come up with something radical? The answer for this question is, by all means you can. It would demonstrate your creativity and originality. Just make sure it is relevant to the topic. Second question is, if I feel strongly about an issue, should I voice my feelings? Answer for this question is, it is important to be cool and emotionally objective in a group discussion. If you react emotionally, you are likely to lose control over yourself during the group discussion. You have to be calm and logical, not emotionally in a group discussion. Third question in the part 2. Can I use technical terms or jargon which is clear to me but not to the group? But not to the group. Answer for this question is, similar answer is, if you have to use technical terms, and please do not use abbreviations. After mentioning the term is full take out to explain to the group what it means. It is quite likely that other participants of the group have a different academic background from you, and you should make sure you are all on a level playing field. Fourth one is, do I begin my participation by requesting the group's permission to do so? The answer for this question is, it is not likely that you will get a chance to ask for such permission. It may also go against you. Fifth one is, what is the right time to enter a group discussion to ensure that I am heard properly, I am heard properly? Answer for this question is, in any GD, there are crits and throws during the discussion. Throws during the discussion. The, the crest is when the noise level is at its peak. The throw is when there is almost total silence. Ideally, you should enter the group discussion during the throat period, but in competitive group discussions, the crits occur more often and those may not occur at all. In such cases, you could identify the stages in the group discussion where ideas dear to you are being discussed and enter the group discussion irrespective of the noise level. Sixth question, do I have to be cautious about other participants' feelings on sensitive issues like religion, caste, etc.? You certainly do. Insensitivity to others displays a lack of maturity and viciousness. It will act against your favor. Seventh question. How do I participate when the noise level is too high? You could try the following strategy. Identify the most powerful speaker in the group and note down the points that he or she is making. The moment the noise level reduces a little, enter supporting the powerful speaker. You will have made a strong ally with who through the noise. Eighth one. It is good to be humorous in a group discussion. Depends upon the situation. In a group discussion that is fairly relaxed, may be acceptable, but in a competitive situation where the participants are tensed up, our attempts at humor or may fall flat. Ninth one. It is beneficial to be the first speaker in a group discussion. Being the first speaker is a high risk, high return strategy. If you can make a good opening statement which is relevant and that sets the tone for the group discussion, it will go in your favor. If you do this well, you may automatically become the group leader. However, if you bungle it up by speaking for the sake of speaking, not really having anything pertinent to the say, it will be remembered and will go against your favor. Tenth one, Is the use of slang or colloquialism period? It is best to avoid using slang. 11th one. How critical is my fluency in English to my performance? Answer for this question is command over English is certainly advantageous but will not compensate for lack of good content. If your content is good, then even if your English might not be great, you must speak it out rather than be inhibited by lack of good English. You will get credit for soundness of ideas. Fourth one, how is aggression taken and measured in a group discussion? The moment you notice people reaching to you negatively or strongly, you may take it that you are being too aggressive. The degree of the reaction is the measure of your aggression. 13th one, how necessary is it to use examples for illustrating an idea? Use of examples is helpful in elaborating your point and helping others understand your idea better. Patience to listen to long drawn out examples. Can I use a language other than English to drive home my point? No, you will not have to stick to no. You will have to stick to English only. 15th one. How much or for how long should I participate? In a 20-minute group discussion with 10 to 12 participants, you should try and participate at least 4 times with each entry lasting at least 25 to 30 seconds. You could participate more depending on your comfort level and the need of participation. 16.1. Should we make an interim summary? An interim summary is a way of directing the group midway through the group discussion. It helps the group to pick out and focus on the most important points and thus use the remaining time more effectively. However, it is not necessary to make an interim summary if the discussion is already well focused. 71. What do I do if someone else has already said what I wanted to say? We have two choices like for this situation. First one is agree with the point made by that person and add on to it by displaying the applicability of the argument to different situations. By doing this, you will have to broaden the scope of the argument. Second way is drop the point and think of fresh points. To avoid getting into a situation where someone else has already spoken your points, to speak up in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the group discussion. If you wait longer, it is almost inevitable that someone would have spoken your points. Thank you one and all.